There is no doubt that this election is exhausting, infuriating, and divisive.
You're not gonna lock up my president!
But to some, the endless cycle of insults and partisan attacks might actually be a turn-on. That's right, the hottest new fetish is political humiliation, and this correspondent is ready to dive in to see if political shaming is the new sexy. To find out more about this niche fetish, I traveled to the top spot for political shaming, Tampa, Florida, to speak to two of the top specialists in the field. Goddess Vivian Lee, a dominatrix who specializes in humiliating liberals, and Goddess Brandon,
all have small penises,
a dominatrix who specializes in shaming conservatives using her popular personas Ivanka Trump and Laura Hobart. When did you notice that people were asking for this political shaming?
I put up my first video when Trump first went into office.
I had this terrible blonde wig that started off with Ivanka.
They got a lot of exposure and they just blew up, especially on my phone lines.
Requests started rolling in from there and I just kind of leaned into it and kept going with it.
So do you think that Trump played a huge part in the growth of this need?
Oh, absolutely. It didn't exist before him. And
Really?
I don't think it would really exist without him.
Right. I mean, who knew that 80-year-old men can make people so horny?
Oh, I would count on that to pay my bills.
So what do conservatives want to be sexually humiliated about?
I definitely focus on what I would consider to be like the sensitive subjects, like race-based topics, feeling inadequate to black men and wanting that maybe rubbed in their face a little bit. Gay temptation, the fact that a lot of them have issues with like women of power.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that rich white men are insecure? And what turns on liberals?
American anything, camo, guns. They go absolutely insane for the Confederate bikini.
Oh.
We often end up discussing a certain politician's part.
Who's the popular one?
Trump's
Right.
Sometimes it's Daddy to Santa Stick.
Okay. It was time to find out firsthand what to expect from a political humiliation session. So, ring, ring, hello.
Hello, Troy, how are you?
Tell me about you.
I'm a news anchor.
No, I'm a little sissy liberal bitch, and I'm calling for you to tell me I'm gonna vote for Daddy Trump.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a long line that you gave me. I'm very conservative, as is my penis.
Stupid penis. You know what I think you need?
What do I need?
A strap-on.
Oh.
That's what I think you need.
Like a
Delivered
fanny
by
pack?
A big fanny pack.
What's in the fanny pack?
Penises.
Real penises?
I'm gonna put you in a cute little American flag diaper and a Trump t-shirt and best little mega hat a boy could wear.
Hot. Yeah, I have a big fanny pack of penises on my head. And I hate drag queens. They're ruining the world with their fun.
You're just trying to mind your own straight business, and these temptations are everywhere. You were once entitled to a wife.
Yeah.
And now, all of these femmes running around, deciding not to marry white incel men, it's a crime. They need wives and mommies.
Say thank you, Daddy,
Thank you, Daddy,
for letting me vote for Trump.
for letting me vote for Trump. Yeah. It's hard to be a straight guy. Do you think that those involved get more knowledge on their own and opposing political views because of your services?
I do. I think that I inspire them to want to at least look something up.
I mean, their penises are in their hands. I guess it would be awesome if you could take a step back and think to yourself like, are my thoughts and opinions obnoxious and hateful?
Well, I mean, you're dealing with shame, so maybe you have changed them, but they're ashamed.
They're
to
just
tell
not going
you.
to tell me. Exactly, quietly shamed.
I needed to understand more about this fetish from a psychological standpoint. So I brought sex expert Dr. Justin Lee Miller to the Museum of Sex to make him feel at home and ask if he knew why this fetish was the one thing that crossed the political aisle right now.
There's some trauma connected to our politics. And something that happens in our fantasies is that it provides us opportunity to take control of a previous trauma. So there can be something empowering about taking something like shame or humiliation and then having complete control over it. There's also some sort of humanizing element that happens when people engage in this kind of kinky behavior. People can tap into deeper elements and aspects of the self.
Do you think that this fetish could help the country come together? No pun intended.
I don't have any data that could necessarily say that's the case.
Okay. We need the data. And since there is no official data on this topic, it's up to me to do the research, to find out if political humiliation is the solution to America's problems just in time for the election. I really bet to be more of a purple. That's too hard. Okay.
You
I don't know if I'm a slut boy for that policy or that policy.
If you could just let me finish. What is your point? Because you've been going in circles.
Did my data result in a fix for the election? No.
You're not done talking.
Was I turned on? I'm not sure. You know, maybe I should just vote independent.
What?
Well, emotions have been running high today,
I'm sorry.
but absolutely
I'm sorry,
not.
you're throwing away your
Think
vote.
about this.
Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? We might be getting somewhere with this. But I guess no matter what happens in November, in this country, there will always be plenty of shame.